Wild continue their road trip as they take on the Florida Panthers.
It's always for the team and for the Wild. He will give everything.
Keep going, man. Keep doing anything.
Yeah. Come on, boys.
He's got a lot of swag, and just having him in a locker room, morale immediately goes up.
Let's go! Get him now! Do it, Minty! Do it, baby! Yeah, baby!
Good luck, fellas.
Good evening, State of Hockey and friends, and welcome to Hockey Day, Minnesota.
Right side, cross, I just
Getting down to that nitty-gritty of the regular season where all the points are just so valuable.
And you're right, Joe. And the one thing is, you look at Minnesota, this is game number 60 for them. So after tonight, just 22 games to go. And this is when the crunch time starts. Once you hit the 19-game mark, it just flies by. You're so involved in everything. And Minnesota, of course, playing just about every other night.
They trap in the neutral zone, so we know our options there. Pick up right away if we can. If not, burst away and then DV hinge and use our options. That bully.
Whoa! Bring it on! Up front we got RC! Grill! Vance! On the back end we got Addy! Johnny! And the flowers in the pipe!
Puck drop next from St. Paul. The Wild and the Blue Jackets here at XL Energy Center, St. Paul, Minnesota.
turnover and a chance up front. They score. Olivier beats Fleury up and over the glove.
Here is Goodfranson with a shot in front. They score. Real Kaprizov, right wing boards, back at the point. Addison a drive. Merzlikins a save. It's loose top of the blue paint. A Blue Jackets player down on top of it. No whistle yet. Olivier just sitting there. And then Merzlikins dives and gets a whistle. And we are going to be through 2 periods of play with the Wild being blanked here at home. It's the Blue Jackets 2 and the Wild nothing after 40.
We can drive pucks deeper on our entries, right? We're pulling up a little bit early. Hard plays, nothing split plays. Let's get those out of our game. Come on, boys, let's take over.
Hartman across. Spurgeon fires over the top of the goal.
Has the past couple of weeks changed your objective or your strategy at the trade deadline?
You know, I give the team and the coaches a lot of credit and kind of making adjustments and dialing back in and getting our game back to where it needs to be. And this team has proven to have character, and, you know, the group the way it is fine with me too.
You probably heard the NHL trade deadline is 2 o'clock on Friday. The Wild jumped in with a couple of moves. One name you might remember from his first stint here. Marcus Johansson was here for 36 games in the COVID-shortened 2020-2021 season, while bringing back at the cost of a third-round pick in 2024.
The deal for Marcus was something we had talked about. He was a good fit here before with his teammates, with the coaching staff.
You never really know what's going to happen when the deadline comes around. And just coming here and knowing guys, and when you walk into the locker room, and a few of my better friends are here, from Sweden as well. So it just makes the whole thing a lot easier.
But that wasn't the only move. They bring in and announce Gustav Nyquist will join the Wild. He's injured, but Guerin is confident they can get him back on the ice.
He was a player we were interested from way back, and getting the phone call that he had gotten hurt was kind of a downer. We still have some time to get him back to being a healthy player, but we're confident that it'll work.
Obviously, it's just a lot of emotions when you get traded right away. Like the first couple hours, I didn't know if it was going to happen or not, but obviously excited that it did, and get a chance to play for the Stanley Cup. That's why you will play the game, and I'm really excited about that.
The entire season from day one, his demeanor, how calm he is, how composed he is, how mature he is. Obviously, he can stop the puck, and he's done that very well for us. But the confidence that he gives us when he's in the net is real good.
I think he always been that good from the day one he got here. Lately too, he's been really, really good. So we got a lot of confidence in him.
Goal is a vulnerable position. You have a lot of weights on your shoulder for sure. I know that it's because my younger brother is a goalie himself.
You have this Hall of Famer goalie next to you, and it's nice that he takes up a lot of the spotlight, because then you can fly under the radar and just play hockey and be yourself. That's more of my personality too, more of a quiet guy.
Well, what an atmosphere tonight, and what a win for your hockey team. There has been pressure all week long. For a goalie, how much do you feed off the crowd?
So much. I can have all of you guys cheering out there, and it's amazing.
No, that was great. They didn't even let me finish or answer the questions, and Kevin was just standing there doing more and more questions, and they just didn't allow me to answer any of them.
When you're playing well, I guess it's real fun, but he deserved to really get that recognition he's getting right now too.
Congratulations, you've earned it.
Thank you.
What a young goaltender in a big spot, getting the win tonight.
Tonight, the Wild wrap up the month of February by taking on the New York Islanders. Ryan Reeves and Ross Johnston out at center ice. They've discarded their gear. How courteous of them. Big right by Reeves, right by Johnston. Couple right by Reeves.
Oh, my
Beating an overhand and an underhand. They're still engaged at the blue line now, and they'll jump in and separate. Whoa, maybe.
Bailey tried to center. His shot got through. Save, rebound, they score.
Re-attacking Minnesota. Shot, they score! Ryan Reeves with his first goal! And he's tied this game at 1.
Horvat fires, saved by Gustafsson.
We've gone 47 minutes without a goal. Shootout coming next from St. Paul. Zuccarello to start for the Wild. He'll attack into the Islanders slot on his forehand, and he lifted one that's clumped down by Sorokin. Simon Holmstrom 0 for 1 will go first for the Islanders. He'll come in towards the left circle, out to challenge Gustafsson. On his forehand to his backhand, and Gustafsson poked it away before Holmstrom could really even get a chance off his stick plate. Kaprizov now for the Wild. His 5 shootout goals tied with Zuccarello and his teammate as well, Freddie Gaudreau, atop the NHL. Through the middle of the ice, into the slot, took a shot, and a blocker saved by Sorokin. Referee's blowing the whistle. Horvat picks up the puck. Gustafsson out to greet him. Horvat, wide left, cutting through the slot. Stick handling, shooting. Gustafsson made the save with his left arm, knocking it down casually.
Casually is a very good word to use with Gus, too. It makes it look so easy.
Freddie Gaudreau now for the Wild. Crowd on its feet. Gaudreau picks up the puck at the red line. Dancing through the middle of the ice now. Couple of moves, a shot. He scores! Freddie Gaudreau! He's given the Wild a 1-0 lead. Kyle Palmieri now to keep it alive potentially for the Islanders. Great speed as he picks up the puck. Flying into the Wild zone. Right circle. Palmieri slows the pace down. Took a shot. Stopped by Gustafsson. And the Wild win! Oh, Philip Gustafsson rock solid in the shootout. 39 saves through overtime. And he stopped all three Islanders as the Wild win it 2-1.
And with that, Minnesota just keeps moving up in the standings.
Scouts, what do you guys think of Oscar Sundqvist?
He's smart, and he knows the competition playoffs. And he can play. He can play in the middle, but he moves all over their lineup. Like he is a center. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Steve? How you doing? Good. Good.
He does work with me.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, we could get him for a fourth.
Who?
So we get a second and a fourth from Buffalo.
I don't think we do it.
If he's offered you a second, like if we say we'll take Vegas a second, we need a fourth, he's not gonna draw the line like, oh no, that's too much.
Hey buddy, if we move him to you guys, we need to replace him. So if you give us Vegas's second and the fourth next year, we'll do it.
Hey, Stevie, how you doing? Yeah, I'll give you this year's fourth. Okay, buddy. Thanks, Stevie.
Okay, we got third. We got Sundqvist. Hey, buddy, we're good on that. So we'll get a second this year and a fifth in 24. Got a deal, buddy. I didn't think we were going to really have a very busy trade deadline. The first kind of domino to fall was when we traded Jordan. And then that starts everything else. So kind of agree to a deal with Buffalo, but before I can do that, I need to find his replacement. So we called Detroit and we got Sonny. And there is a human side of it. Jordan Greenway is a fantastic kid. I've gotten to know him over the last 4 years really well, and we've been through a lot together, and I love the kid. And it's a tough message to deliver, but I also know that a change for him is going to be really good, and I hope he does great. Chris, could we add Klingberg as is, 50%?
Yeah, $246,000 in cap space.
You guys just want to jump on him?
100% for me.
I do. Makes it better.
What are you going to do here with this guy? 50%? A fourth that'll turn into a third? No. Come on. Hang on. He said he'll just keep him. If he's eating half, he wants a fourth that'll turn into a third. I'm like,
We don't need another defenseman right now. And you guys made this call because you're like, oh, maybe lose in on this, lose not in on this. So let's just hold tight.
we got an hour. Plenty of time.
been waiting for you. Go ahead, what's up? No, I can't, you know, Pat, I can't put my third in. It's a 4th and 25, our 4th and 25 and Schuster. That's what I can do. Hey, let me call you back because I got something else brewing. Take a look at my list, talk to your guys, and circle back with me. Okay, bye. That's Patrick. That's what everybody says. I got to talk to my guys, and I'll check your list and circle back with you. That means it's no.
Said that they were using tomorrow's morning's. Just give me 4 minutes.
Hey, bud.
4 minutes.
Did Wrightston Esteranko, Andre Schuster, and Minnesota's 4th round pick in 2025.
Good for the Western.
Yeah, it's not for San Diego.
Okay, it's it.
He needs a body up there. So.
That's the worst thing. We better have the chefs adjust the menu a little bit. Whenever our staff is all together, I am definitely not the smartest guy in the room, and that's the way I like it. I'm listening to some really bright people. Their opinions are really important to me and what they think. I am extremely lucky to be surrounded by the people that I'm surrounded by. Hey, trade deadline day. Hopefully you can trade in those sneakers for something nice. Wow, those are ugly.
You keep chirping my style, and then all of a sudden you come back and start saying how much you like my style.
Try to keep your confidence high.
Okay, it's up there. Nice, yes.
So I know it's going to be a calendar year before you score again, so I just want to keep your confidence up. We're happy to have you, buddy. Excited. All right, good. Well, I'll have our team services guy, Andrew, reach out to you.
Very good team. I mean, obviously played against them a bunch of times in my time in St. Louis. Always hard to play against, so I'm happy to be on the same side as a lot of all the guys in this locker room. So I didn't enjoy playing against them, and I'm sure they didn't enjoy playing against me. So I think it's going to be a good match.
It felt really good at the end that it was Minnesota. Obviously, I think they've come a long ways in a short period of time, and I feel like they have a good group of guys and a good core. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited.
I think you really like it. You know, we've got a really good bunch of guys, and oh my God, half a team Sweden now, so it should be good.
What's your reaction when you hear the term or the phrase Minnesota?
Minnesota?
I thought it was funny.
It's not bad. Not bad. What are we, 7 of us now?
It's kind of weird, like walking around in the locker room and just every corner you like meet a Swedish person. Sometimes English, Swedish, like you like mix it up a lot.
I think it was Minnesota already before this, because every time you go to the grocery store and someone's like, hey, what languages are you speaking? We're like, yeah, we're speaking Swedish. They're like, oh, my grandmother is Swedish.
Minnesota is a big-time Scandinavian state, so that's also exciting, obviously, from being from Sweden.
One of the most Swedes I've had on a team, so that's fun.
Yeah, so soon half the team, so that's good. I like it. I'm
gonna request the Swedish national anthem pretty soon before the games.
There is a pretty big Scandinavian influence here, right? So, I mean, it fits, right?
The official playoff push is here. The trade deadline in the rearview mirror, TR, and we're underway here from Alberta. All right.
Stay high, stay high.
Hansen with it. Tied up along the boards. Boldy scoops up the loose puck. Back to Klingberg at the line. Boldy in the high slot. Fires and scores! Johnson connect for their first goal together.
Steele back to Freddie Gaudreau for a knuckling shot, hit the top of the net, they score!
You're right.
Erickson works out from behind the net. Boldy scores!
The Minnesota Wild shut out the Flames here in Calgary in a convincing road win here tonight north of the border.
There's no pecking order on our hockey club. You can help us win hockey games, and that's what we want you to do. So there's a lot of leadership within the dressing room that allows these players that come in to have success and feel comfortable very early.
Unbelievable hockey team. We got two great goalies. Our defense is stacked, and then we got some great talent up front that can score, and guys are paying the price. So I don't feel like there's anything missing to this group. So it's up to us now to make the most of it.
Getting to meet everyone and know everyone a little bit better is awesome. It's a really good hockey team, and I mean, if you look at our roster, I feel like we got a really good chance to go very deep in the playoffs.
I think there's a really good plan in place, and I'm just very excited to be able to get a fresh start here, do my best to help this team win.
The longer you play in this league, you realize how hard it is to win and how few your chances are to go on a deep run. Being out of the playoffs for a couple of years and now being in it again, and with a team like Minnesota, such a good and deep team, you know, it's really exciting to be a part of it, and hopefully it'll go on a long run here. I think we've been playing good as a team as of late, and getting these extra pieces and keep building out what we started these last 10 games is going to be really important in the last games here.
I think all the players are kind of nervous, like before the deadline, and then when it's over, it's like, okay, it's us. Let's go now. Now let's go for a push. People more maybe relax a little bit, and you have the picture day, and you know this is the team. You know.
You have to have an element of grit in your game. We all have our own version of what grit is. We need each and every one of our players to bring that. And when you bring that, that's when you're going to be playing your best hockey.